All right, guys, right here, see my finger? I'm pointing. This is what this car looked like when it was pulled out. The engine was probably in that barn. So this is a barn, outside a Barnfind with the engine in there. That's what it looked like.
The tranny in the trunk.
And the tranny was in the trunk. So in a second or two, you're gonna see what it looks like now. Stay tuned. So welcome to another episode of Junkyards and Barn Finds with Sean, and I'm Sean.
Towed it back to Connecticut and step by step rebuilt the whole car.
So guys, we're in front of a really beautiful red Mustang. The Mustang itself is not a barn find, but the engine was. The engine was in a barn. That's where it was found. And I'm with
Joe.
Joe? I'm Sean.
Amabil.
I remember we were on that side last time.
Yeah.
They're doing cars and coffee too in Northport, so they're doing cars and coffee in Northport, so this is
Are
the
you-
cars there right now.
Oh yeah.
Is this, whose is that over there? I'm Sean. I'm with Junkyards and Barn Finds. We're a YouTube channel. So.
Well, this was pretty close to that too. Ready for the, it's called, my sign is titled Rescue because ready for the junkyard. I didn't grab it.
Oh really?
The whole car over. Yeah.
So this was a junkyard as well,
Well, it
or
wasn't in the
close to it?
junkyard, but it was a time the guy was driving all the time till he couldn't drive it anymore, and it was in his house, and the motor was in his barn, and the transmission was in the trunk, and the wires and everything all out of the dash. It was just, and I got it out of New York, towed it back. I'm from Connecticut originally.
All right, so we're with Joe, and this is his Mustang. And so you were saying that you found this in New York.
Yep.
You're from the Northeast.
Connecticut. Yeah, I'm from Connecticut.
And when you found it, and the nice thing is, this is a true Fastback, right?
True Fastback.
Because right now,
People putting them on.
yeah,
Hoops and-
it's kind of like the 63 Corvette. There's
Yeah.
more 63 Corvette
Yeah.
split windows now than ever made by Chevy.
Yeah.
And there's more of these because a couple years ago, that one, I don't know if it's year one, but one of the companies came out with
The whole body.
that
Yeah.
you can just make.
Yeah.
But this is a real one.
Original one. Like I said, the guy was driving it. He bought it brand new in New York. Had cleated snow tires on it. Was driving it until he just couldn't drive it anymore. It was done. You know. And,
Now, is it New York City or New York State?
It was New York State, Pleasant
Okay.
Valley,
Okay.
Pleasant Valley, New York.
And it didn't look like this, obviously, when you got it.
No, it was. Like I said, there was rag stuff in the dash. The original, that is the original motor. It was in his barn. Transmission was in the trunk. It was all rusty. And,
Now, was this the original color, red, or?
when I got it from him, it was like an orange red, and I think originally it might have been Wimbledon white.
Okay. Okay.
And then I changed it to Rangoon red with the black interior.
Well, because race is red
Right.
race.
Yeah, retail red.
Yeah. So, and there's really no car, not even a Hyundai, that looks bad red. Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
No.
you know what I mean.
But
And it's a
everything's pretty
four-speed?
much
So original
top
four-speed
loader,
car?
Original top loader 4-speed. 65 because of the GT. It has the gauges as opposed to the
So it's
video
got
lights.
So it's got all the gauge, and that's also original
Yeah.
option.
Yeah, that and the rally pack, which is a clock and a tack.
Oh wow! So those, wow, and original 4-speed.
Yeah.
And was the interior originally black?
Yep.
Okay.
And there is a seat back there. I got it.
So it's got the fold down
Yeah,
seat.
there is a seat back there, and there's a pass-through that they use. People want to go skiing or
Right.
surfboards or whatever. Fit back there.
And that's all original options for this
All
car.
original options.
And you've got two mirrors. Do you know if there was a double mirror car?
This had what was called the deluxe package, or even the engine, because the 65s were a black motor with a gold air cleaner and gold valve covers, but they offered what they called an appearance group
Okay.
as part of an option you can order, which gave you the chrome, this chrome. So it gave you, some stuff like that. That was a little bit of an add-on, but that was still original.
So he didn't add this. I mean, like everybody, and if he did, it wouldn't even matter because it's a day one ad that everybody did back then. But this actually was factory. So
Right.
when you're
It was
looking
called
at this,
it was called the appearance package.
so it had the
Yeah.
appearance back, and this is what it looks like. So
Right.
you've actually
Yeah.
brought this back
to the way it would have looked when it left the factory.
other than the paint,
Yeah,
and
I did change the
can't
color.
really complain about
and
the paint.
the dealers offered the shifts from Ford in '65 were very, very sloppy, and they had a lot of problems with them. So when it was in the dealer showroom, if you wanted before it went out, the dealer would give you the option of putting a hearse in it. So this does
Okay.
have a hearse shift there.
So it does have the hearse, which
Yeah.
would be a dealer installed.
Dealer installed before the car went out.
Okay. And you have the Marty report probably.
They didn't
for
do
this?
it in '65.
Oh, they didn't do it?
Started in '67.
Marty, you gotta do this.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of 64 and a half,
Yeah.
65 and 66 people that need your Marty reports.
Yeah, they didn't do it. It's got the style steel wheels were part of the
Right.
the package. Front disc brakes, rear drum.
And the GT
Yeah,
badging
yeah.
on this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now the fog lights were this
That's part of the GT.
that's part of the
package, all
GT
it is.
package.
Yeah.
So
And the trumpets are the dual exhaust trumpets are part of the GT package.
now the other thing, oh okay, right through there. Now the Earth Tasca Ford. God, I've seen that before. Is this,
Yeah.
So this was a Tasca.
It wasn't.
Okay.
I don't know for sure if it came from Tasca, but we were in that area and we met the guys from Tasca because they have a dealership in Connecticut.
Okay.
And they gave us the emblem. So
Nice.
We put it on.
Now the other question I have is, this has the one in the larger reservoir. It says
So
a
now-
single, but it doesn't have power brakes.
No, this is from a '67 because the single bowl
It's like a single chamber.
was very, very dangerous. So at car shows, even judged car shows, that's considered a safety item. So
Okay.
that's from a '67, and they don't take off points for that because it's considered a safety item.
Okay, because I looked at that and I'm like,
Yeah.
usually if it didn't have the power brakes, it has the
Usually,
single bowl.
If you lose the single bowl once, which I did one time coming
Right.
back from New York, you don't do it again because your foot goes right to the floor.
It's
and you
worth
have no
the
brakes.
point deduction to keep the car in one piece.
It's got the the
Oh.
Autolite stamp that came from Ford when that was
Oh, okay,
Ford.
wow. So on
This
the-
battery, you know.
yeah, so and you even have the Fomoco bag over there.
Yeah, this they call this the gold top on the coil.
So
Yeah,
how long did it take you to put this together, like to get it back to shape? I mean, did you do it? Did
we
you have
did the
some?
whole car, my wife and
Oh,
myself.
okay.
We did the whole car. I don't know, on and off working on Sundays, 3-4 years maybe.
Okay.
You know, it's been on the road now for 8 years.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, that's
Now, is it a trailer queen or do you guys drive, it?
I drive it all over the place.
Awesome.
We're from Connecticut. We went to shows in Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York.
Nice.
Down here, we've been all over Florida driving it. Yeah.
Nice. Now, are you living down here
Yeah,
now?
permanently retired down here now.
So you
Yeah.
brought it down.
Yeah.
Well, we are happy you did. And by the way, he was complaining a little bit that he wasn't way over there. And as we all know, they're playing music over there. So if we played music, I wouldn't be able to talk to him because I don't own the
We have some
copyrights,
shade
guys.
over here.
So he actually, these guys here were super easy to talk to. We've talked to mostly the guys that are parked over here, and I'm kind of glad they did. Plus, you're the first thing you see coming to the car show. That's
Yeah.
always nice
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
But hey, man, appreciate it. Thank
you.
you so much for
Okay.
talking to us.
Thanks.
Thanks. right, guys, thanks for coming along with us. April, should they subscribe to this channel even if they don't like cars today for this one?
Probably just for this one.
Where it says merchandise store right here, merchandise store link, you will see it says https:/junkyards-barn-finds, and you click on that and it's going to take you here.